guys, Retrocengo here, back with another video. Today we're gonna look at my second favorite Amiga of all time, the Amiga 500 Plus. So take something cold to drink, sit back and enjoy this one, because I'm gonna show you why I love this computer so much. So stick around from Predator. Alright, let's just cool down. Take it easy now and look at this beautiful Amiga 500 Plus. Now all the screws are off. It's ready to be opened. It's ready to be enjoyed. But before we do that, look at this. I should say cabinet, but you guys tell me I should call it the case. Look at this case. I mean, this Amiga has got an amazing history. Now, the camera can't pick it up. This Amiga is just, the color is just original. I mean, I don't retro bride. If you are a subscriber, then you know I never retro bride. I just want to keep it as original as possible. And I am the type of guy that hunts down these machines to find them in better and better condition, and then I just sell the old one. I don't want to stack them up. Then I just want to use, you know, the nicest looking one. And this Amiga 500 is really, it's got a nice history that I really want to share with you guys. So let's just open this one and take a look at it inside. All right. As I said earlier, all the screws are off. If I show you this fully chrome bright thingy that should sit over here, I mean, look at how it looks. And let's just open this one and take a look inside, because I love this one. Ooh, look at my fat hands, look at my fat hands, there we go. All right. I mean, nothing, not even cleaned, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why this one looks like a new Amiga 500 Plus, because the story is just, it's amazing, guys. All right, I just prepared a bit, as you can see, took off the screws. My videos are getting better, guys. I also unplugged this one to make it easy. Look at this. I mean, almost 30-year-old computer. I mean, take another 30-year-old computer. I mean, I think this is just the best platform, best system, best computer of all time. I mean, look at the condition. Why didn't I clean this? I'm gonna tell you. Now, while we're filming, you're gonna hear some people in the background. You're gonna hear something from the TV or some music or something else, something else. That's because I'm not home alone, and I don't do this full time. I'm not the type of guy that has what's it called, Patreon. You're not gonna hear me say, please give me some money on Patreon. I mean, every time I hear something like that, I'm like, don't say something like that. So no, I just do this just for the fun of it, just because I like it. That's it. Also, I'm over 1,500 subscribers now. I can activate, you know, live and put up. I have some new functions that YouTube has open, unlocked. That's really nice. I can also do the monetize stuff. I haven't activated nothing like that, and I'm not gonna do that until one of my friends said, dude, that monetization stuff is getting harder every year by YouTube. You have the opportunity now. Activate it. I mean, it's so irritating looking at all those ads, but after he said it's hard, then I'm thinking about activating it, but I don't know, haven't done yet, but I can. But this is just a hobby of mine, and and I love it. And this one is just fully chrome. Usually these are corroded and rusty, but guys, not even cleaned. Look at this. It's just, if I say amazing, will you believe me? All right, so let's take a look at the Amiga now. Oh, I love this one. Let's just move the camera just a tad closer. There we go. Is that all right? Slow movements. All right, this is how my Amiga 500 Plus looks. B52 Rock Lobster. Let's get some more lights, guys. What color should it be? Red? Yellow? Green. I like the green one. All right, so we have some green light also. So this Rock Lobster Amiga 500 Plus revision 8A. It came with Kickstart 2.0. It came with 1 megabyte of chip RAM. It came with the Fat Agnes that can take another megabyte of chip RAM down here and have 2 megabytes of chip RAM. It's just a dream come true. This one is from the late 1991. That I know because I can read the production date of the chips and all that. You know how it is. Now, the only thing, two things I have done with it, 3 things, sorry. I have put some cooling. I have put in a Kickstart 3.1 ROM, and I have put some fast RAM. That's it. No cleaning, no dust blowing, no nothing like that. So this one is just, I mean, the Amiga 1200 is my dream machine because of the AGA, because of the built-in IDE slot and all that. I love my Amiga 1200, love it, use it almost every day. But number 2 is this one. I love this one. I don't have to be concerned about leaking caps, bad SMD solder joints that cracks and all that. These are just so easy to repair, so easy to just, almost all the chips are socketed. They're just so easy to replace and put something else on. It's amazing, guys. So let's give this one some power, and there we go. I just turned the Amiga on. All right, let's just put in a disc and listen to some music in the background. There we go. All right, this Amiga 500 Plus. I mean, guys, I love this one. I mean, everything is just so clean. It looks like brand new. The RF shield looks like brand new. Look at this. Oh, you can't see that up there. But look at this. It looks like brand new. Everything is just mind-blowing. I love this one. It has got 2 megabytes of chip RAM. It has got 2 megabytes of fast RAM, and I can upgrade it. I can upgrade the fast RAM to 8 megabyte in total. And it's just a dream computer to have in this condition. I'm just in love with it. Now, just for fun, the Polar gets, I mean, these Amiga 500s, they don't need no cooling. It's just not needed, but just for fun, I put on these 2. I mean, these chips, they get hot in the middle here. That's the spot. So if you're gonna do something like this, you're gonna put it in the middle, because that's the worst place it gets hot. I'm just gonna take the volume just a tad down, guys. There we go. So why did I put it out here? That's because the nerd in me likes to read when it was produced, which version, which revision of the ICs that's included here. So I did it this way. And between all the chips here, the CIA, Polar, Gary, Denise, Kickstart, CPU, fat Agnes, everything. The IC that gets most hot is the one that controls the sound. It's the Polar chip. So, alright, I just turned this one on, but I mean, it's not hot, but it's warm. Gary is just dead cold. I mean, dead cold. So the fat Agnes here, version 8375, revision 0 it says. Alright. Now, this is the second one that gets hot. I just put these two on. Now, is it necessary? No, but it's 30 years old, guys. I like to preserve these ones. I don't think there will be a next generation Amiga users, next generation Commodore 64 users. Come on, guys. We're not gonna fool anyone here. I mean, when we're gone, we're old people, and when we're gone, these computers will not be used. But I know, but while we're alive, while we love the hobby, while we use it, I want to preserve it. Now, this one is not something I'm planning on selling, unless I find another one in better condition, but I really don't think so. So I want to be able to read in here, and this is again just a tad warm, but yeah, I mean, it's not necessary, but I like it, guys. I just like it. It's not necessary having 2 megabytes of fast RAM. It's not necessary having 2 megabytes of chip RAM. It's not necessary, but it's awesome. It's not necessary having all 60 processor in your Amiga 1200, but it's just awesome. So we just do it because we like this hobby. So the third one that gets a tad hot is actually the Denise. This one controls the graphics, the graphical output, and oh man, it's can't even well, this helps actually. It's not hot. The CIAs, they're just cold. The kickstart, unless you have turned it the wrong way, then it should not be hot. The CPU here, the 68000, it's not hot. I mean, I just put in one here just for the fun of it. I don't know. I don't know if it gets hotter when the RF shielding is on. It holds down the hot air and the keyboard, the case and all that. Then it will of course get a tad hotter, but as of right now, I just like this, guys. So let me hear. Do you do something like this? I mean, do you I don't think it's necessary, but have some of you guys done something like this? Because I mean, on the Commodore 64, on the SID chip and so on, it's a real great idea because they get hot. But these, they don't get hot. Is this just waste of time and money? Or do you agree with me? Is it a good idea? I like it. So, the next thing. These Amiga 500 Pluses. They come with the built-in Vata all-killing Psycho battery over here. This one didn't leak. It's pulled off before it leaked. I'm so happy with that. The other one I had to clean up and all that, but this is just finding an Amiga 500 in this condition, a 500 Plus in this condition is just, it's mind-blowing for me. So, I have a question, guys. I will just move the camera and I will ask you a question. I have a very important question. Oh, we have some Amiga 600s over here. All right, this Amiga 600, let's take a closer look here, guys. All these small capacitor caps here, these killer caps in there, these two, I hate them. We have some caps under here. You have to replace them. On the Amiga 600, if you're getting some bad sound and if it smells fishy and all that, just replace them. All these Amiga 600s, it's a great idea to replace them. But here on the Amiga 500 Plus, It's not necessary. I mean, you could. It's a good idea, but it's not necessary. Oh, the caps are different. My Amiga 500 Plus has much bigger caps here, but this one has not been recapped. And I'm gonna tell you why. Oh, this one. I just got this one home. Look at the work that has been done, guys. Recapped. This one had the fishy smell, but a friend recapped it for me. I don't want to mess around with SMD. There we go. So I have a question, guys. Well, this Amiga 500 Plus, when I play around in my game room, do all this stuff, this one will play some music and demos and all that in the background, and I love it. It runs cold. It's got quality PSU, and I'm in love with it, as you know. Now, the question goes, it has got 2 megabytes of chip RAM. Hell yeah! It has got 2 megabyte fast RAM over here on this Super RAM 500 RX. Alright, and that one can be upgraded to 8 megabytes of RAM. But the question goes, I want to give this one a little more juice, a little kick in the pants to be able to run WSD load. Not that much games, but demos, WSD load. I mean, I love all the demos because the computer I'm playing with is my Amiga 1200 because of the AGA chipset. If this one had the AGA, trust me, this would be my main Amiga. I use my 1200 because of course, 2 megs of chip RAM, but also the AGA. I love it. So I want to upgrade this one, and I'm gonna buy and review the product that you guys want me to buy and review. So we have some different options. We have got the Turbo Fire. I know nothing about it. It's something open source, something you have to solder yourself with a 030 CPU. It should be pretty cheap. Don't know, haven't read anything about it, but it's an option. That's the first one. The other one I know of is the Witcher i500. Again, it's an internal one, and I don't mind internal or external. I have enough room, so I don't care which one it is. So the Witcher 500, I could buy that one. Some of my subscribers told me do not buy that one because of RAM compatibility issues. I don't know if there has been a firmware update, something, but yeah, if you guys say buy that one and review that one, I will do that. What else? We have the Keeper 2K expansion that I have reviewed 3 weeks ago. It has so slow reading speed from the compact flash card that it just killed the joy for me. So the Keeper 2K 8 megabyte expansion is not something I want to use. What else? Oh, we have the HC 508, I think it was called. I'm not sure. I haven't seen one of them, but it's an external accelerator that gives 8 megs of RAM, fast RAM, and what more, and compact flash card possibility. That's interesting. Also, they have also come out with another version with 020 CPU. That's nice. Could also buy that one and review that one. What more? Oh, we have from, I think they're called Sordan, Sordan in Ireland or UK. I don't remember, but there's some other one that's called, I think it's called 533 internal one with a compact flash card adapter. It runs 33 megahertz. I don't know. I think it's the 68,000 CPU with 8 megabytes of RAM. So that could be an option. Let me hear what you're saying, guys, because I'm gonna use this expansion that I'm gonna buy, but I'm also gonna review it. I'm gonna show it on my different videos. And what more? We have the ACA 500 Plus from Individual Computers, actually. That's also an external one, and that has got the that also has got compact flash, and that has got this hot swappable option. I actually used my external port on my Amiga 1200 when I want to get some new files. It's actually great. It's just, for me, it's better than the Amiga 4000. The Amiga 1200 is just, I love that PCMCIA slot on the side, so you can get some new files and put it in one of these cards and just copy over. I mean, it's just great. I don't know how it works on the ACA 500 Plus, but it's great on the Amiga 1200. So, this was my question. If there are other accelerator cards for the Amiga 500, 500 Plus, I'm sure they are. I'm sure more is on the way, because this hobby is just going up. More and more people loves it. If there are other cards, please let me know. Oh man, these small things, they really help, man. Nice. Alright guys, so this is how my main Amiga 500 Plus looks, works and smells. And the reason why it looks like this is actually because I've been contacted a few months ago by a guy through this channel. He was a tad angry on his on his mails. He said that he watched my videos, and in one of my videos I said that I was from Denmark. And he said that he had this Amiga 500 Plus. I could come and buy it for the price it cost back then. And I said, is the battery off? And he said he don't know, he hates it. He lived about 20 minutes from me. And new price back then, it was about 3,500, 4,000 Danish kroners. And I paid 2,500 Danish kroners for one of these for about a year ago. It was nice condition. And if this one was better, I said to him, if it's in super nice condition, I will gladly pay 3,500. No problem at all. 20 minutes from me, I visit the guy. So he says, it's still under my bed or under something. He didn't even get ready. So I waited, he pulled it out, and the box doesn't have a scratch on it. I mean, it was like, oh, when this box came out, looked crazy. And he said, here we go, take a look. Guys, I opened the box. It's got the plastic bag everywhere, the PSU brand new white, the manual, the Amiga, everything looks crazy. So I said to him, this one, how much did you use it? And he said, under a month. And I was like, under a month? How is that possible? So he had an Amiga 500. Him and his brother had an Amiga 500. Alright? And his older brother had the Amiga 500, and they loved to play two-player games for 28 years ago. 28 years ago. So this guy went out and bought the new Amiga 500 Plus. He came home. They plugged it on the TV. They inserted Supercast 2. Ready with 2 joysticks, and it didn't work. And he was so angry, he returned it and got another Amiga 500 Plus. It didn't work. He took back to the store, they tried the game, it didn't work. He was just so confused, and the seller was confused because of the Kickstart 2.0. I mean, there were some issues when when this machine was out, and he just hated this Amiga. He said they used it under a month, then it got packed and stacked, and they used his older brother's Amiga 500, and after, he said, I don't know, a year or something like that, he bought an Amiga 1200, and he still had that Amiga 1200 today. He said it didn't get that much use, but they made some Luxprint drawings and all that back then, and he loved to just go back and look at them. It wasn't for sale, no, nothing like that, but this one, he hated this one, and I said, I wanna buy it. I would gladly pay 3,500 Danish in this brand new condition. So I paid the man, and I came home with the biggest smile. I forgot everything about the battery. Everything. But when I opened it, I mean, it looked like new, and I just removed it, and no, nothing has been cleaned. I just took off the battery. That's it. So perfect condition. So that's why this Amiga 500 Plus looks like that. Now you get the story also. So, to round up this video, please write it on the comments below. I'm gonna put this video out on Commodore Amiga page on Facebook. We have 22,000 users in there, so if you like Amiga, then you're crazy if you're not a part of that community, because everybody's in there, and I just love that page. The people in there are just so friendly, so helpful. So I'm also gonna ask in there, maybe make a poll or something like that, because I'm gonna buy an X-rated card for this one. It just deserves it. So, which one and why? And I'm gonna make a review. So, a question to you guys. Have a great day, and I hope you will answer my question. Until next time, check out some of my other videos, guys. Retrocengo out.